Hi, I'm Chris Casteel in the Washington Bureau of the Oklahoman. Welcome, Congressman Cole. Thanks for coming in. It's an important day for the presidential candidates. There are primaries in Ohio, Texas, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Senator McCain has been the presumptive nominee for weeks. Does he clinch enough delegates today? And do you think Senator Clinton can pull out a victory to keep her campaign alive?
I do think Senator McCain clinches the nomination effectively tonight. And it's been a foregone conclusion. If it takes a little longer, that's fine. This contest has really helped us, in my opinion. But it probably comes to an end tonight. Senator Clinton, I think, may well be in the midst of a little bit of a comeback here. Now, how that translates over the whole race, I think is hard to tell. But most of the polling has shown her pretty well ahead in Ohio. Not big leads, but pretty consistent 4 to 6 point leads. And the public polling that we're seeing now, Zogby International amongst others, showing the last 48 hours pretty dramatic movement toward her in Texas. Now, primaries are enormously hard to poll, and movement is very swift in a primary because there's not a partisan base that each candidate has that they're sort of guaranteed 35 or 40% of the vote. So big numbers can happen quickly. So I wouldn't count Obama out, to say the least, and he's got a lot of momentum. But I think she's going to have a pretty good night tonight.
Is there one of the two candidates that Republicans would rather run against?
I don't. First of all, we don't get to choose that, so I always think our opinion is pretty irrelevant about that. Most Republicans want to run against Hillary Clinton. I personally think that's a mistake. I actually think she's the strongest Democratic candidate, and I've been saying that for over a year. Obama, to me, if when I go to Republican groups, I usually say, look, if you don't like Senator Clinton because she's too liberal, he's more liberal. According to the National Journal, the most liberal senator. And when you serve with Ted Kennedy and you're the most liberal guy, then you have to work to get that far to the left. And if you don't like Hillary Clinton because you don't think she has enough experience, he has considerably less. This was a guy sitting in the state Senate just over 3 years ago in Illinois. No significant legislation passed. No signature achievement. Talks a lot about bipartisanship, but you haven't seen it in the course of his career. He's been a pretty conventional left of center liberal vote. And finally, you talk about who is the right person for commander-in-chief in time of war. Now, Senator Clinton, at least, has sat on the Armed Services Committee. He's been a serious member of that committee for 6 years. Obama hasn't served in the military, hasn't served on armed services, hasn't served on foreign affairs. So I think he is remarkably unschooled and unprepared for the biggest job in the world. So I think McCain can make a pretty good case for his candidacy against either one of them, but I think he's stronger against Obama than he is against Clinton.